semesta. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya langit aspirasi bangsa. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya kita hadir bagi dunia. Kita Indonesia. Gaya budaya alam katulistiwa. Kita kabarkan berita, membuka cakrawala. Semua bertaut udara di gelombang semesta. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya langit aspirasi bangsa. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya kita hadir bagi dunia. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya langit aspirasi bangsa. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya kita hadir bagi dunia. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya langit aspirasi bangsa. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya kita hadir bagi dunia. Kita Indonesia, sesungguhnya.
RRI Digital with new look. Various collaborative content from various national programs, including live visual broadcasts, live radio broadcasts, music playlists, podcasts, video news, and various users' interaction features in the game. Various interesting content such as likes, comments, and shares, as well as live chat with broadcasters and users. Direct messaging and private chat facilities between app users are also available. RRI Digital, available on Google Store and App Store. RRI Digital.
Samudra terbentang katulistiwa, di situ ku ada bersamamu saudara.
Beragam warna kita, suku tak selalu sama. Kau aku Indonesia yang disatukan karena cinta.
Karena kita Indonesia, jangan pernah terpecah belah. Walau kita berbeda, walau kita tak sama, tetaplah satu kita, kita Indonesia sesungguhnya.
Kita
The summit of Brics is held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil on the 6th until the 7th of July 2025. And this time, the theme will be about strengthening global South cooperation to a more inclusive and sustainable governance, to be attended or joined by 30 leaders of BRICS member countries, and Indonesia come here for the first time as a full member. And even the president of Brazil gave a special welcome for our president Prabowo Subianto. And to see what kind of things that Indonesia can contribute in this matter, we'll be talking with the international observer, Pak Hikmahanto Juwana. Good morning, Pak Hikmahanto.
Yes, a very good morning to you.
Sir, on the Ministry of Foreign Affairs release, they said that the president will be acting like the bridge builder. I mean, bringing Indonesia's position as a bridge builder. And what kind of thing that we can actually do as this bridge builder, sir?
Well, for example, we understand that there is a conflict in Middle East, and we know the contenders. It's between Israel and Iran, and even the United States initially was in support of Israel, but now they try to be the peace broker for the two countries. Now, what can Indonesia do? Well, I'm suggesting that Indonesia can make a coalition for peace. If you remember, under the Bush administration, the Bush Jr. administration, he formed what they refer to as coalition of the willing. Now, Indonesia at the moment can build what we refer to as the coalition for peace, and then we can ask France, the Saudi Arabia, who's going to have a summit meeting on issue of Gaza, to not only discuss about Gaza, but also discuss about the situation in the Middle East. So in that sense, Indonesia can be the peace builder for the world, because I think the world needs to have peace. So I think that is what the press release by the Ministry of Foreign Affairs saying.
And the plenary sessions also have so many things to be discussed, including even AI, the economy, the environment itself. And from all the matters being discussed, which one is the most important for Indonesia?
Two things probably on issues of AI, and second is on the climate issue. This affect Indonesia as a country, but also affect a lot of countries like Indonesia, the developing countries. AI has made life more easier, but if you are not careful enough, it may cause a lot of jobs to be lost, and we need to think about this. On issue of climate, this is a transnational issue, and we have been discussing about this. We want, for example, to become a country which can store carbon capture from other countries. And we want to make sure that the environment is good enough for us to do a lot of things, including economic partnership with various countries.
And it is expected that this summit will result in leaders' declaration on the position and commitment of BRICS on so many issues. And how do we make sure that this declaration is still suitable with the free and active foreign policy of Indonesia, in which we are not siding with one side at all?
Well, yes, I hope that from the leaders' declaration, there are three things that will be mentioned. One is the issue of building peace in Middle East. We want an everlasting peace so that we can, do our business as usual without any wars. And I hope that the declaration will mention about the two-state solution for the everlasting peace in the Middle East, for the Palestine, and ask Israel to stop its attack on Gaza, especially the civilians. Second issue is on the Ukraine war. We want the Ukraine war to, end very soon. We understand that one of Brics member is Russia, which is, fighting against Ukraine. But we want this to be settled very soon. Lastly, on issues of, I think, climate, AI, those things that needs to be looked into by countries of BRICS, so that it will become something that is useful for us rather than something that is have a negative impact.
And as we see that a lot of things are related to conflict right now, right? In the Middle East, Israel, Iran, and also in Palestine, Ukraine, and also in Russia. And you mentioned also that Russia is one of the founding members of BRICS. And how do you see that Indonesia will be trying to negotiate about this, sir?
Well, we will say that we are for peace. We are not, for war. But of course, we will not be sided with Russia when Russia is fighting against Ukraine. If if Russia and Ukraine agreeable, we can be the mediator for the two countries to make peace rather than prolonging the war. So I think that can be something that can be taken up by Indonesia under President Prabowo administration. Even the president himself can broker the peace, or if not, he can appoint a Indonesian former leaders to become the peace broker. We have Pak Yusuf Kala, even we have Pak Susilo Bambang Yudhoyono, former president, to broker the peace.
And sir, this is our first presence as a full member of the BRICS. If we make a good impression in this, and as you said that we become a successful peace broker, what does it mean to Indonesia?
Well, it means that Indonesia has gained international attention. We have one more level for our involvement internationally, and this is in accordance with our preamble of the Constitution that we need to participate on world order. And also, we hope that by having the international attentions, there are good things to come to Indonesia. For example, investment, and also those who wants to become a tourist, they can come to Indonesia to enjoy Indonesia. Those kind of things will happen.
Okay, and we know that so many countries have different powers. They have the economy, they have the military, and if Indonesia have the strength in brokering peace, the good things are expected to come. But does it ever happen to any country that also did that, sir?
Oh yes. Some countries, for example, those who brokers peace, they will have a big contract on reconstructing. So I'm hoping that Indonesia can be involved in reconstruction, for example, in Ukraine or in the Middle East. We have our state-owned enterprise who's focusing on constructing buildings. So if we have those things, this is going to be beneficial for Indonesia. So what I want to say here, a lot of our state-owned enterprise has the international quality. They can be asked to have projects in the former, countries that are in conflict.
Okay, we wish that will be coming true, and not only bringing the benefits for Indonesia, but bringing real benefits for the belligerents or conflicting countries. Okay, thank you very much, Pak Hikmahanto, for joining us in the Voice of Indonesia.
All right, thank you very much for having me.
Listener, that is Hikmahanto Juwana, an international observer, and he said that Indonesia is expected to be a peace broker in here. And if it is successful, it will be bringing a lot of benefits, not only for Indonesia, but also for the conflicting countries. Stay tuned on Adelaide Service, Voice of Indonesia.
RRI Digital with New Look.
Programa en español.
Nederlands verzending van Voice of Indonesia.
RRI Digital. Available on Google Store and App Store. RRI Digital.
Voice of Indonesia, the overseas service of Radio Republic Indonesia, broadcast in 9 language services: English, French, German, Dutch, Spanish, Arabic, Mandarin, Japanese, and Indonesian. Voice of Indonesia is broadcast via shortwave 3325 kHz and 4755 kHz, and via streaming on voinews.id and RRI Digital on mobile application. We present various programs for you: Diplomatic Forum, The Session, Indonesian Wonder, Miscellany, Let's Speak Bahasa Indonesia, Indonesian pop and regional songs, international musical entertainment, as well as news and information about Indonesia and abroad. Voice of Indonesia, from Indonesia to the world.